Full time tonight at Craven Cottage. Fulham 0, Newcastle United 2. Finally, I'm actually saying it. Newcastle's won an away game against a Premier League side. 4th round of the FA Cup, and we are convincingly beat what I personally think is a decent side, but I won't follow anything but decent there.
You know, at Chelsea, when you filmed a video for someone called Jack.
Oh, Jack.
That's me.
That's you.
Yeah.
Hello there. You enjoyed that? Good man. Good man. It's good to see everyone enjoy it today, but we've got to start off by talking about Newcastle going into this game. Some horrible stats for you. We've actually lost 8 of the last 10 games. 6 in a row, hello pal, against Premier League sides away. Yep, the Mags. 6 in a row we've lost against Premier League sides away from home. We've only beaten Manchester United, the Cup, and Sheffield United, Premier League sides away this season. 2 away wins the entire season. We beat Sunderland, obviously it's a championship side. We've had some horrible games this season, but finally, just when we needed it, gets in there. Oh, I'm buzzing with that one. I felt like Newcastle we had to get that result today. Listen, come on there. We've done well against. I thought it's a decent Fulham side, but they were rubbish today. I don't know what's happened to them. I know they're a bit depleted from losing the semi-final against Liverpool a couple of days ago, but they were awful today. They had nothing, no striker, I had nothing in front of goal. Listen, we could have played that game for 6 hours, they wouldn't have scored a goal. I've had chances, but they've done nothing with them. Newcastle, did we play the best game in the world? No, I don't think we did, but we did enough, and I thought we were better than Fulham, which is the 2 main parts you got to take away from it. And of course, the obvious one being that we are now in the FA Cup 5th round. You've seen it this morning, the likes of Maidstone United, a 6th-tier side, has managed to get themselves into the last 32. Oh, I would love it if we tied the likes of them. I would love it St James's Park. Give us the team that's going to have a field day there, going to enjoy a great experience. I want to see us be ruthless, see us against for example, a non-league side, just batter them, absolutely batter them and just snuff the life out of them. That's what I think I want to see from Newcastle now, a bit more of a ruthless side. But today I thought we were deserving winners. Newcastle just were better than Fulham. That's the honest thing about it. It was needed as well because of all the transfer rumours coming out the past couple of weeks. As I mentioned before, a bit of poor form in the squad. We don't know what's going on with certain players, and for us, it's just always been a bit nervy, hasn't it? It's just been a season where, in reality, I think fans are always going to be a bit disappointed how things went, but in reality, I thought Newcastle probably overachieved last season. We've done as expected this season. Now, just before we talk about the game, I had a chance to speak to George before, the athletic, really sound guy, George Corkland. Now, I want to mention that because for the first time he said since 1984 that Alan Shearer was actually in the away, and today he was amongst the away fans. I guess just enjoying the game with his son, but exactly, he knows the score. For the first time since he was a little boy, Alan Shearer's been in the away, and I bet he loved that. He must have loved it today, and I bet those Newcastle fans loved it as well because it's been a long time. It's been a long time since we've actually been able to win consecutive away games as well. But no, we needed that though. FA Cup 5th round now. It does depend on the tie. We could just get Man City in a couple of days' time and it'll be all for nothing. But I'm hoping we've got a bit of good luck on our side. We don't get Manchester City, we don't get Liverpool, and I'm hoping we can just get a couple of decent ties, and then we can actually get ourselves potentially at Wembley this season, despite thinking about a month or 2 months ago that it was much worse off than we thought. But it was brilliant. I'm buzzing today. A lot of people are celebrating. I think that's Bruno's dad's just behind me there. They're going to get mobbed there. That's Bruno's dad. That's not even like a.
I love your son. I fucking love you, mate.
But that's Bruno's dad. Look at how popular even the players' family members are. Now into the next round now. The draw I think was on Monday if I remember correctly now, but we'll talk about the game now, shall we? Actually, I've been dragging it on quite a bit. But now going into the game, Newcastle were a bit nervous. We didn't have a great first half. I thought the passing was sloppy. You can kind of tell being away for a couple of weeks. It wasn't at our best. I thought Newcastle started off. We created a couple of big chances. I think it was Murphy at the near post, first 5 minutes or so. He's got to score that. I don't know who it was, but he's got to put the ball in there. couple of early chances from Newcastle. We've got to score one of them, I felt like. We've got to hopefully be more clinical in the games where an opposition side is going to come at us from minute 1 to 90. We'll be a bit lucky today because, well, we've had a bit of an unfair advantage in one, being we've had a 2-week break compared to their 3-day break. And secondly, again, they've got no striker. They had nothing going forward. Newcastle knew that. They kept going at them. The pressure kept building. And then eventually, just when we needed it, it was 1-0. Oh, it was brilliant. I think it was Longstaff, wasn't it? It was a bit of a, I don't even know. It was just there's something going on inside the box. Longstaff's beginning to get in the end of it, and he puts us 1-0 up. Murphy puts us 2-0 up. We've got given us offside just before half time. I felt like if we had that second goal for half time, it would have been a cricket score really. But no, it doesn't happen. Going 1-0. Fulham had a couple of chances, but it was mainly from Newcastle's mistakes really. The best chance they had in the half was when De Braga actually had a good save at near post. And I'm going to give this guy credit now. It's 4 games in a row I've said this. I'm liking Martin De Braga. He's conceded 7 against Man City and Liverpool, but he was actually class in both the games. He's kept us out a lot. He's made a lot of good saves, and in all honesty, I will give De Braga credit because he made a big save in that first half where he didn't have much else to do. When he needed to do something, he did it. I've got to credit the goalkeeper because I think when he makes a mistake, a lot of people can kind of jump on him. So I feel like when credit is due, let's give him some credit. But we eventually did get the second goal from the corner. Kieran Trippier, of course, all sorts of transfer rumours going to Bayern Munich. Is he going to leave the club? Does he want to be here? Takes the corner, Botman header, saving the goalkeeper. Dan Burn is there on the rebound. Lovely job, but he will take that. It is 2-0 to Newcastle at that point. I will say now, but one, I don't know why the hell that game was on live TV. I thought it was a rubbish game for a neutral. And from that point on, Newcastle just controlled it. And Fulham had a couple of opportunities, but I was honestly, I wasn't watching the thing half the time. I was watching the Fulham fans next to me. You see it in the vlog, but they're mental. Like, the handshaking Newcastle fans, they were having a good time. They were mocking us. It was just so strange. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it at a away match before. Like, the home fans were actually like probably like coming over and high fiving or like just enjoying the experience, even though it was a horrible night time for Fulham. But now, in all honesty, I do like this. Craven Cottage is a great stadium. I'm looking forward to coming back here again this season, actually, in the league, and just watching Fulham play. I like them as a side, but had nothing today. I had absolutely nothing, and it just reminded that even though Newcastle have got a bunch of injuries, they're still our class team. They've still got a lot of good players in there, and the likes of Bruno Isak are just game changers. I mean, you've really got to try and keep hold of these in the summer. I'm always a bit nervous about Bruno because there's massive price tag on the FFP. £100 million for a guy like him is going to be wonders to the team. But if we were able to keep hold of those top players, we actually can win trophies. We'll eventually get there. I think with where the club's going, it's only going to go in one direction. Even Newcastle have a couple of seasons where they might not quite reach the expectations we may have. In reality, they're just going to be back there again because the ownership and the backing the club has. It's a superb watch, and nights like that just reminds you of where Newcastle are now. I think in the past, before takeover, that's a game that would be a horrible 1-0 Fulham, there'd be nothing in it, it would be a horrible, crappy game. You might even go to replay back to St James's Park. That was the big thing I wanted. I didn't want a second game, even I don't want to be negative, even if we lost tonight, I did not want a second game at St James. The last thing we want is more injuries and more pressure on the team to perform. Cup's important, I think now, the fact of the league. We want to try and get a European spot, but in all honesty, I've not got any expectations in the league now. Cup depends on the draw, of course. If we're getting our City or Man U again, I'm going to scream. But most teams I think we can take, and even Man U, to be honest, I think we can take on Liverpool, Man City and Arsenal. They're the only ones that I'm quite worried about, but the rest of them will be fine against. Just try and avoid them, hopefully to get each other in the draws, and Newcastle will sneak our way into a semi-final. And that's a Wembley trip. You wouldn't say no to that, would you? But big few weeks coming up now. Newcastle, it doesn't look like we're going to sign anyone, it doesn't look like we're going to sell anyone either. I've got a quick address Miguel Almo on before we finish things. Obviously a lot of people went, well actually, hang on, why is he out the squad tonight after all these transfer rumours? Are we going to sell him? In all honesty, no, I don't think we will now. It was actually videoed a couple of days ago at the RVI, so in my honest opinion, I think he's injured for real. I don't think there's any transfer speculation. I don't think he's out of the squad because of any our Shabab transfers. I think in all honesty, he is injured. That's just the brutal truth behind it. Hope he gets back soon. I think now that Murphy's back, the competition here is going to be good. I say it quite a bit. I'm not Almon's biggest fan, but he needs that competition. I think any position where you've got 2 or 3 options in there, players are going to give 100%. But Almon knows he's going to start every single week. He's just not going to be there all the time. But But okay. Before I finish things off there, Newcastle just need to hopefully get some goal. Villa away next. Now I'm actually staying down here a couple more days for the Villa match on Tuesday. I'm not confident. I think we get any result of it, I'll be buzzing. Luton Town's the one on Saturday we've got to look towards now. We've got to be winning that game, especially after losing to their ground. Got to get the job done. We'll see how we go against Villa, but honestly, Villa probably pretty rubbish against Villa when they were bad. Never mind when they're class, like they're really good at Villa Park. So, a big ask for us to go down there and get a result. But listen, play like that on Tuesday, we might get lucky. We might get a result down there. But I think we do have to be better than tonight if we want to win the game on Tuesday, because Villa are just much better than Fulham. But yeah, full time vlog will be out in the morning. You don't want to miss it. The Fulham fans are mental, is what I'm saying. But take care, guys. Enjoy the night. Soak it all in. Newcastle win the 5th round of the FA Cup.